Dave Johnston here with Day Trade the Markets. We're looking at a 1-minute chart of the Emini S&P. Today is Tuesday, Feb 28, 2017. I've bought two of these contracts at 23.59.75, as you can see right here. Let's get the arrow here. So right here, bought it here. I've also got another order in to buy another two at 23.59.25. And another order down here to buy at 23.58.25, and then I put in a initial protective sell stop down here at 23.57 even. Now this might seem going against the grain in the sense that you can see these magenta bars, which is the most aggressive selling bar that we have, red being the second most aggressive. Obviously a lot of selling coming down into here. Now the low that was made right here is the support price at 23.57.50, and as you can see, the market hit it on the dot and then started to move up. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do here, I had that on the other chart. I'll just make it here, and this was our support, is our support right here, so I'll just leave it there for now. And that was from, I think, a couple of days ago when the market took a really nice rally. Yeah, that was back on the Friday 24th. So the market has come down, hit that right on the dot where I put this blue line here, and has now bounced. So we're looking at a market that is likely, within the context of this intraday up auction, to find some support at known support areas, to exhaust itself with aggressive selling as it comes down, to test that area, and then to be rejected. Now this rejection could take a little bit of time, and the reason I have this other order in here is that oftentimes when the market sells off hard and has a bit of a bounce, it will then come back one more time to test the low of the day, not reach the low of the day, and then rally. So I have put this buy limit in 3 ticks above the low of the day being 23.57.50, and this order here is at 23.58.25, and we've got the second order here to buy another 2 contracts at 23.59.25. So that's the lay of the land at the moment. I'm going to go ahead, I think, and put at least one order in up in this area as a sell limit. Probably will adjust that, but I want to get something in long from 59.75. I got it here at 63.75. So just leave everything like that for the moment. We have our protective stops in and our objective, and I'll pause the recording and pick it up when needed. Okay, just want to resume the recording. We did get filled on our other 2 here at 59.25. So our average price now is at 23.59.50. The market has bounced up here to 61. So I'm going to cancel this buy limit here. I'm going to bring the stop up to just a tick under that last dip, and it'll be for 4 contracts because we are now long 4. And our first objective is actually at the top of this high velocity move right here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in an order to sell 2 contracts up there for a 1.5 at 61. We'll see what happens there. So just wanted to bring you up to date on that. We still have our next objective up here at 63.75. We'll just leave that there for the time being, see if we get filled on this, and if we do, now that it's moved a 1.5 in our favor, I think what I will do is I'm going to bring the stop rate to break even. So worst case scenario will be a break even on this trade for the 4 contracts. So hopefully get filled at our first objective here any minute, and I'll pause the recording and I'll pick it up when needed. Okay, just resuming the recording here. We just got filled a couple of minutes ago here, right at 61. So I'm going to put a marker in there, and just so we know that we got filled on 2 contracts. So I'm going to adjust this stop here, the amount, not the location, but I'm going to leave it right at break even for the second 2 of the 4 contracts, so we're no worse than break even on the second half of the position, and of course this is where we were entered. So we still got that one objective floating up here at 63.75. and we're just keep a trailing stop on this second half of the position. We got our objective in there, so just bringing you up to date on that, and once again I'll pause the recording. Okay, just bringing up to date. Here we are, continuing to see some further up move, which is good. As a result of that, I'm going to adjust the stop here. You can see this last dip that we had right here hit 2360.75, so I'm going to raise the stop up here to 2360.25. It just locks in 3 ticks, but I think it's the right thing to do as far as managing this trade goes. This is our first objective here, so I'm just going to take that as a marker, copy that, and put it right here so we know where we're at with all of this. So we've got our first objective in there at 2363.75, another point or so to go. So, you know, maybe we can get in there and reach that second objective. That would be nice. So just want to bring you up to date on that. Once again, I'll pause the recording. Okay, just restarted the recording. We just got filled here. This was our marker up here, and we just got filled at 63.75 right here. So the market, since I think I stopped the or paused the recording, it did back off here a little bit, but then we've had this nice turn higher. So I'm going to adjust this stop to just below this last dip, which is at 61.50, so I'll put it at 61. And I also need to change the stop amount down to just 1 contract, because out of the 4 that we started with, we got, and I should move this marker here to our stop now. So we're filled at 1.5 points on our first objective on the first 2 contracts, and for 4 points on the third contract, and we still have the 4th contract running. So that's the lay of the land for right now. I will pause the recording and pick it up when need be. Okay, just resuming the recording. We just got filled on this previous bar right here at our stop. We were long down here. The average price was at 59.50, so stopped at 61 on that final contract. That's right. So we were filled for 2 of the contracts at 61 on the way up. Filled one of them at 63.75, and the final contract here at 61 again. So 3 contracts, 1.5 points, that's 4.5 points there. And then we got another 4 points on the other one. So 8.5, actually 8 3/4 points on that trade on the 4 contracts. So just wanted to bring you up to date on that. I think this was an interesting trade in that we did have some excess to work with here as the market came down and hit the known support within the context of the up auction. We know when we have aggressive selling coming into support, chances are that it will be exhaustion within the context of the up auction, interday up auction, longer term, in other words, day to day. And we were able to get long in here. If you recall, I was trying to also get long down in here, which never did come down and fill that. But it was nice to see it come all the way up and fill our second objective here for that nice profit on at least one of the contracts. So a nice trade. And from a management standpoint, I suppose I was pretty lenient here with that last contract, more so than I would be under, if it was like, the first half or the first fourth of the position or something like that, I would have adjusted it up. But I gave this plenty of room to pull back. Unfortunately, it did pull back and stop us, which might find some support here. As you can see, we have this green band in here of likely support. So at any rate, that's just how it goes, and it's the way I chose to manage it. So if you have any questions or comments on the software or the trading, our trade room, etc., just go ahead and contact us at info@daytradethemarkets.com, and we'll see you next time.